what's up, everybody? Iann Robinson here for a very special Kung Fury episode of Dude, That's Awesome. Now, what is Kung Fury, you're asking yourself? It is an amazing Swedish undertaking from a filmmaker and I believe a comedian named David Sandberg. Now, what it is he took all the old 80s cliches from 80s films, like action movies, and he put them into one film called Kung Fury. Now, the hero, Kung Fury, got the superpower of this Kung Fury Kung Fu, and he has to use it to fight Hitler, who's become such a good Kung Fu master that he named himself Kung Fuhrer, if you can believe that. Now, helping him along the way is Thor, who looks like an old stripper put out to pasture, and Triceratops, which is a British Triceratops that's a cop, of course. There's also two babylicious Vikings, as well as a talking dinosaur.
Teamwork is very important.
And then there's Hacker Man, who looks like an 80s pervert who would have a white van with no windows, who's the most amazing hacker ever. The movie starts with Kung Fury fighting a video game that's come to life and ends with him fighting Hitler. How could you go wrong? In celebration of something that awesome, we here at Dude, That's Awesome have decided to do our 11 top cheesy 80s action films, starting with number 11, Condor Man. Condor Man is a film from the early 80s that could have been the first comic book film, except it's not really about a comic book character. It's about a comic book writer who writes a comic book called Condor Man, and he's kind of a doof, and he accidentally gets involved in a wacky CIA spy ring, and in order to help protect this Soviet spy who's defecting to America, who he's in love with because she's hot, he wants to be Condor Man, so the CIA has to make him Condor Man.
He is not an agent of the CIA! He is a writer of comic books!
And make him all his traps and his flying stuff. It is very awesome simply on the cheese factor alone. Number 10 on our list, The Rescue, which is a film hardly anybody knows exists and is hard to find on VHS or DVD or anywhere. It's about a group of teenagers whose military fathers are captured in North Korea and the government won't do anything about it, so they go on a rescue mission on their own and save their dads. And it's awesome for its cheesiness, plus it stars Mark Price, who played Alex Keaton's wacky buddy on Family Ties. Does not get more 80s than that. Number 9 on our list is 1990 Bronx Warriors, not to be confused with these Warriors.
Warriors, come on to play!
No, this is the story of a young girl who inherits a weapons manufacturing plant, feels bad, runs off into the Bronx, which is lawless now.
If I hadn't come here in the first place.
Stop blaming yourself. The Bronx is no man's land.
She's chased by a hitman played by Vic Morrow, who had his head cut off in the Twilight Zone film. She's also chased by the Zombies, a roller skating band of bad guys, and she's protected by the Riders, who are a motorcycle gang who do good in the lawless Bronx. It's Italian and it's awesome. Number 8, Blast Fighter, an Italian film with a really convoluted plot. Here it is. Guy's wife is murdered. He murders the murderer. He goes to jail. His friend says he should murder the murderer of his wife. He says no, moves to the mountains where he meets his daughter and her boyfriend, who are then murdered by other murderers. So he murders those murderers, even though he didn't want to murder the eventual murderer that he had already murdered. I'm confused, but there's a shotgun and it's super violent. Go Italians. Number 7 on our list is Time Riders, The Adventures of Lyle Swan. It's a story about a stunt bike guy who goes back in time to 1877 to battle a posse of bad guys. There's a couple cool things about this film besides that it's fun.
Beautiful, senor. Where did you get this, man?
Got it at an Exxon station.
Fred Ward's in it, and he started The Adventures of Remo Williams. So it's 2 movies with adventures in the title that went nowhere for the poor guy. It also has one of the creepiest endings ever, as he realizes that he slept with his great-great-grandmother and is his own great-great-grandfather. You. Number 6 on our list is 2019 After the Fall of New York, a blatant ripoff of John Carpenter's superior film Escape from New York. In this movie, there are no more fertile women after a nuclear holocaust. One fertile woman is found. She's living in the hell that is New York. The hero is sent in to get her, and he has to fight the bad guys, who are these evil mutants named the Marmadukes or the Papadukes or the something or other, and that's the film. It's such a hard movie to watch because it's such a blatant ripoff of Escape from New York. Even the heroes. The hero here is Parsifal, and the hero in Escape from New York is named Pliskin.
Call me Snake.
It's kind of hard to even watch the film and take it seriously, but it is a lot of fun. Number 5 on our list, Surf Nazis Must Die, Everybody hated this film. Roger Ebert walked out after 30 minutes. I loved it. Basically, neo-Nazis take over California after an earthquake, and they kill this black dude that's jogging on the beach, and his pissed off mom grabs a bunch of Uzis and goes after him to kill him. How does that not spell awesome to you? Surf Nazis Must Die. Rent it immediately. Number 4 on our list is George A. Romero's Night Riders, which is a story about a bunch of motorcycle guys dressed like knights who follow the sort of Knights of the Round Table code of living, and they run around and joust. That's the film. It stars Ed Harris, which is kind of cool to see, but the best part is that it was a George A. Romero film, and he took a break from horror and decided to make like a drama about jousting motorcycle knights. You have to see it just to believe it's true. Number 3 on our list is Megaforce, which stars Brian Bostwick, of all people, as Ace Hunter.
Call me Hunter.
The leader of this super elite team of fighters with flying motorcycles and holograms, and he's going up against the bad guys who are led by his old buddy, Duke Guerrera.
I love you. But you're hopeless.
Is the film good? No, it's absolute garbage. Is it awesome to watch? Yes, especially high. Number 2 on our list, American Ninja. If you're a child of the 80s, the entire reason that you bought ninja stars or wanted to be a kung fu ninja was because of American Ninja. It's about a guy who is in the army, who's got a bad attitude and a mysterious past he doesn't remember, who turns out to be a ninja, and he helps the military fight against an arms dealer. Michael Dudikoff plays the American Ninja. I don't know whatever happened to that guy, but I have to thank him from the bottom of my heart for setting me on the path of ninja nerddom. Number 1 on our list is Krull, which was a big 80s ripoff film of Star Wars, which is actually a lot better than you'd think it is. It's about a bad guy named the Beast who lands in a spaceship that looks like a mountain with his army called the Slayers! And they go after this princess because they're going to thwart a prophecy about a good guy leader taking over the universe. She's rescued by a handsome prince, but before she can be rescued, he's got to find this 5-pointed bladed weapon called the Galian, or the Galielic, or the blah, blah, I don't know what it's called. But anyway, it's pretty cool because when you throw it, it slices the hell out of everything in the room. Krull, a lot better than you'd think. I demand you check it out. Well, that wraps up our top 11 cheesy 80s action films in tribute to the great and powerful Kung Fury. I am your sensei, Iann Robinson, taking you on this magical trip. Thank you so much for being part of it.